All right, buckle up, my friends, because we are about to make some folks out there watching this video absolutely apoplectic once they see my somewhat irreverent approach to reinventing furniture. My comment section is going to be a fun house, okay? So grab your popcorn, meet me there. This is going to be epic. So first I got to excise like this giant air bubble on top of this dresser. And I try to get the first layer. I don't know. I'm just cutting it out like a tumor, right? And then the second layer was still bubbled. So I went all the way down, made sure I got all around the edges. I am not measuring this at all. I am just putting whatever's left in my little mix-it tube into the Bondo and using a spatula because that is what is closest to me. All right, now this thing was supposed to work. I think this is the eraser for my dry erase board now that I'm looking at it. It's not spreading very well. Let's pull out the kitchen utensils. There we go. Yes, this works perfectly. I know. What's that thing called you're supposed to use? I don't know because it's not right next to me. So let's keep going because if it works, it works. Moving on. All right, got one problem solved and we're on to the next one. Look what happened when I opened the drawer. That is gross. I'm going to leave that for later and forget about it until I'm all done and I'm about to sell it. Shit, we've got another bubble. So I'm just X-Actoing this thing and getting that crap out of there. Bubbles are bad news and they're only going to get worse. So you have to get everything around it gone because you need that stuff to stick. All right, if the hate comments haven't started yet, they're about to start right now. See that little detail right there? That has a bubble underneath it, but I don't want to lose the detail, so I got to figure out a plan. So I'm thinking I'll use some dried up glue because that's what this turned out to be, and that didn't work. Sidebar, if you think I'm matching the veneer to like save the beautiful brownness of this piece, you're on the wrong channel. Just look away. So I want to save this part, but there's a bubble, but I'm thinking I can glue it and then clamp it. But no, look, clamp doesn't go all the way. I know what you're going to say, little mansplainers. You're going to say, no, you put a block of wood there and then you clamp that down. Yeah, this thing's on a curve. So then I think, oh, I'll get another clamp. So I went to Lowe's to find one that went deeper and it was like $50 and it still didn't go deep enough. Y'all don't go deep enough. Y'all never do. Okay, I digress. I'm on to my next brilliant idea and fresh glue because it's runny and it's going to go into those little nooks and crannies. We're going to speed that up a little bit because we're not going to wait all day for that. But I have an idea. Look what was right next to me from my decoupage project. That just pushed it right in. See, I saw it pop up on the other side. So cool. Oh, we're about to do something very bad. All right, so I'm thinking that this is a great idea. Yeah, until the power of the staple gun like sends that staple like almost through to the other side. Like it just went straight through the veneer. I thought I was so brilliant for like half a second, but wait, I am brilliant. I mean, the staples work, just not the staple gun. So I just broke apart the staples and I'm putting them in by hand. And it is splitting the veneer a bit, but I don't care. My only goal is to not have a bubble because this is all getting covered anyway. No bubbles, keep the detail. Back to the school of grab whatever frickin' works. I'm using the planer on the Bondo because it works. I've already gotten hate about this, but y'all, I don't want to kick up all that dust and, don't knock it till you try it. Now, the thing about repairs is you got to hide them in plain sight, right? So I filled the hole. I've repaired the veneer. There's nothing bubbling, but you're going to see that outline no matter what I do, unless I add texture. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm using plastic wood, which I don't like. You get like one swipe and then it's all gooky. So I wish I'd use something else, but it's still going to work out. And I'm going around the whole outline of that. That's where y'all mess up. You try to fix just that little part and it keeps showing up. All right, let's go get the staples out of that pulverized wood. They're coming right out. And the thing is, yeah, like I mentioned before, this wood is going to be completely filled in and covered. So it's just about having some kind of layer to apply the texture on top of and keep that detail. You'll see in the end. You'll see in the end. And y'all, it worked. It's down. It's ugly, but it's in place. So I'm not going to use Bondo this time. I'm just going straight to the plastic wood and I'm just filling in everything. Look, I know perfectly well there are people out there who would have used a razor blade and a syringe of glue and some weights and called it a day. But you know what? That's not me. That's not me because we got to get down to the base root of the problem and solve it because I do not need to lie awake at night wondering if somebody's going to call me because the veneer just bubbled up. I'm just not going to do it. I got enough things to worry about. But look at this. When I pulled it out, there's a little surprise. Is it money? No, it's even better, you guys. Somebody actually taped a key. Look what I found, a key. Look what I lost. I lost that Apple Watch. I can't find it anywhere. My Find My iPhone says it's in my house. I can't find it. I can't find it at all. But you know what the satisfaction I'm going to get right now? Forget the Apple Watch. Look at that. The key turns the lock. Oh my God. I'm going to lose this key in 5 seconds. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm going to put it back. Put it back where you found it, Sue. Put it back. Put it. Okay, that's close enough. Wait, do y'all see what I see? Or do you not see what I see? Y'all, wasn't this the drawer that we put all the hardware in and said, remember it was in this drawer? Oh my God, wasn't it supposed to be this drawer? Why isn't it there? We're just going to have to come back and stress about that later. Moving on. Now that I have created this disaster, this is why. This is the method to my madness. We're using a bunch of texture because we're going to be using my Sue's Hues, and they work so well on a little bit of a textured surface. That's why I wasn't worrying about this the whole time, because I knew that we were going to add that to our base coat and kind of get this gritty cover over the whole thing. Yeah, I know. We're starting with chartreuse because that's how we roll around here. And do you see, I kept the detail, but we are adding little layers. Sometimes it's really thick, sometimes it's really thin. I'm going to sand it back in the end, so I don't really care what I'm doing here. I just want to get some grit. All right, I just want to get some grit. I hope you guys enjoyed this little sneak peek behind the scenes of getting a piece ready for painting. And now we are on to the fun stuff. Follow me and see what's next.